All right, folks, on the YaBoyRocklee show, we have something new for you. I'm going to be giving you the top 5 anime starter pack for a mature fan. Someone who has never seen anime in their life. Be very, very, very considerate of this. At the very end, I'm going to go into more detail on why I chose these 5 and the psychology of it. I will also take this 5 and doll it up and jazz it up on the top 10 channel, top 10 media channel. That's in the description of this video. Look for that. Let's get into this list. So, number 1 on our list of things to recommend to someone who has never seen anime in their life is Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not your average shonen anime. It tackles themes of death and the nature of curses while providing adrenaline-pumping action sequences. It has a captivating plot. It has complex characters. This anime is perfect if you're looking for something intense and thought-provoking. Guys, next on our list, we have Attack on Titan. This series is a labyrinth of political intrigue, human psychology, and the eternal fight for survival. It captures your attention with jaw-dropping plot twists, and it has incredible detailed world building. It's a dark fantasy and serves as a hard-hitting introduction to anime storytelling prowess. Attack on Titan. Next, and this is a bold one. We got Frieren. This is a fantasy anime. For those who don't know the difference, there's a difference between fantasy and isekai. It's a fantasy anime, and it gives you a break from the intense action and takes on more of an emotional and psychological journey. It delves into the deep concepts of time. I love that aspect, and relationships and the essence of life itself, offering a nice look into what it means to be mortal. It's a thought-provoking and is genuinely a moving show. Like I said, I'm going to follow up on all of these. I'm going to move through the list. So coming up next on our list, we have My Dress Up Darling. This anime is a heartfelt exploration of niche hobbies and the connections that develop around them. It's romantic, it's hilarious, and it teaches you a thing or two about self-acceptance and the beauty of human interaction. If you're after something lighthearted and charming, this anime is for you. The next final one on our list, we have Haikyuu. Forget what you know about sports anime, this series transcends the genre. You'll find yourself immersed in the world of high stakes, volleyball matches, and the character development and teamwork teaches lessons that truly steal the show. Even if you know nothing about volleyball, you'll find it impossible not to root for these lovable underdogs. And there you have it, folks, your nicely packaged anime starter pack. Each of these series offers something unique, making them a perfect introducing to the multifaceted world of anime. Don't waste any more time, start binging now. The reason why I selected these shows, guys, they are 5 different types of feeling. They apply to different types of personalities. We have romance with comedy. We have just nice, mature fantasy. We have an action-packed twist with Attack on Titan, of course. Of course, if you want your shonen feel that's evolved, mature, and fix some of the many plot holes of previous shonen, we got Jujutsu Kaisen. That's why I selected these 5. If you guys like anime reactions, I'm your host, YaBoyRocklee, on the YaBoyRocklee show. Check out that channel. It's right here in the description of this video. We have an active Patreon for this channel that supports it. And of course, the reaction channel has its own separate Patreon. I appreciate you guys for supporting me. I'm out. Okay, now that we've gone through the list, check out the top 10 media channel, guys. Again, I'm gonna keep hyping it up. I have additional content there, and I decided that I could do this, the top 10 style, for a top 5 or top 10 or top 20 video, and then I can just talk like freely and go off script. So, why'd I choose Jujutsu Kaisen? That, my boy OJ knows sports. Look him up. He's on TikTok. He was one of my longtime friends. I've known him since 6th grade. We watched Naruto together, and he's getting back into anime. I was trying to make sure I didn't give him anything long. For example, he watched Bleach for a long time, but he didn't finish. I'm like, man, Bleach is going to be a long commitment. One Piece, that's a long commitment. What I want is to get him hooked again into anime now that he has time, and then start leveling him up, and then try to throw in something like Steins Gate here and there. It's like, oh, finish Bleach, get to Blood War, but we have to work with it. You know, I'm like a quarterback. I'm calling audibles, trying to get this man to multiple touchdowns on multiple series. So I chose Jujutsu Kaisen because I already know he's a Naruto fan, And guys, you're not going to like this, but I find any mistakes or any cons that Naruto has, Jujutsu Kaisen is without. Don't feel offended. Jujutsu Kaisen came after Naruto, so it shouldn't have any of the faults or cons that Naruto has. For example, developing your female characters, not just having power, friendship, swing set story and just doing it. Sometimes you're going to have this nice little story. You're going to think that someone's going to pull through and they're just going to get gutted in front of you. And I feel like that's a refreshing take, and I think he'll appreciate that. So I recommended Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a flawless show. It's also very mature, has a lot of... This is actually better than my script. This is a lot better than my script. I don't know what to do. I'm going to keep talking, though. Anyways. Oh, I know I can't do this because I can't ramble on a top 10 channel. It has to be concise. Anyway. All right. So it's very mature. It has none of the cons. I got so distracted. It has very good writing. It's mature. The power, the way they do power, you don't have to worry about power scaling because there's certain abilities that as long as you find a rule or a loophole around, you can win, right? So far, it's very early into the series, but I'm actually not going to ramble too much. That's it. That's why I'm choosing Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm going to leave it there. It's very good. That's why I recommended it. Now, we're going to move in, and I'm going to talk about Attack on Titan. I don't think I have to defend Attack on Titan. Like, I don't think you can watch anime and you don't watch Attack on Titan, in my humble opinion. It has everything. It has action. It has groundbreaking writing with the twist. And like me, my boy loves politics. So once we get to that side of things and we see Eren struggle, like when I read his text messages about what he's thinking about Eren, I'm like, oh, this is so fun. Just wait. It's a very mature show, has everything that you're looking for. All ages can appreciate it, unless you're too young to see the gore and death that's going to be there. Free Eren is kind of a little bit more of a risky take. I would not recommend that to somebody unless they saw or watch a bit of fantasy or isekai. I just think it deserves to be on the list because it's a mature show that's not just mindless action. I feel anyone who likes anime should be open to that kind of story. It has all the elements that you'd be looking for. Action, mature story. You're not getting hit with... You're not getting hit with mindless fan service, so it's just a good all-in-all mature show. My boy is about a year older than me, so I was making sure I kept his age in consideration. That being said, I don't think anime should be gatekept based on age, but again, you know, I remember if you guys watch my prison school reactions, if you guys are new, I didn't even know how to react or feel about prison school sometimes because you're just not used to certain plot points. And now I'm all the way down the rabbit hole watching Inukai's dog. And I mean how far I've come. You just can't start off with something like that. You know what I mean? You just can't. You have to know somebody. You got a church going 7-day Adventist friend that religiously goes to church, emphasis on religion. I'm not even gonna bother recommending you that dog anime. So anyways, there's that. And then the last two, I did recommend My Dress Up Darling. I would recommend My Dress Up Darling, not necessarily to that individual, but anyone who's into romance or anything cutesy. My Dress Up Darling is fantastic. That was my gateway anime for the rom-com genre. Before My Dress Up Darling, you couldn't pay me to react to rom-com. And I mean that literally, because I literally get paid to watch anime. And y'all was suggesting that show. And I was like, I'm not watching anything that soft. A bunch of crying characters, trying to love this girl or not love this girl, doesn't want to confess to her. I was not with any of that. Toxic masculinity at its highest. Then they showed some footwork, some artwork. And I was like, I'm going to give this a chance. And before you know it, I find rom-com to actually be my favorite genre. Now you don't got to pay me. I'm just reacting to it before you guys even tell me. I'm looking for the greatest rom-com that's airing. I absolutely love that genre. And to be honest with you guys, to be 100% real, it's made me a softer, kinder individual watching that. Because whatever I was exposed or reinforcing, that's pretty much what happened. I grew up with very, very masculine principles from conservative Jamaican standards. And it was reinforced by what I watched. If there wasn't violence, I would not want to watch it. Long story short, I watched something like My Dress Up Darling, went down the rabbit hole of love, romance, and being kind and treating women with respect. And before you know it, I'm like, damn. There it is. So I recommend My Dress Up Darling. And last on that list, of course, was Haikyuu. I know I butchered the pronunciation, but it's phenomenal. Anyone who's into sports and you jump into anime, I think you'll like it. I already know that you guys talk about Critical's Basket. I personally have not watched this. I have it. It's a big commitment. I'm either going to watch it on my own time or just wait until it's something that I can react to. I don't know. But I can recommend Haikyuu. I loved it. Again, I'm not into the soft, feely, mushy stuff. And well, I am now, but before it was not. Haikyuu again was one of those first things. It's nice to watch things in a certain order because that one talks about feelings and you get to bond, teamwork, just a bunch of guys just being wholesome with each other. And I love the teamwork. It had the action even if it wasn't fighting. They would set up a sequence and they going for the hit. And like, oh, he gonna do it. It had as much action, if not more. I felt the action, if not more, than many of these shonens. Like when we're talking about a high-stake battle, Haikyuu, you felt it. You felt it much more than many action-oriented shows, just flashy graphics or whatever. But Haikyuu would show the struggle, how they were working on it, get you to really feel that they're going to lose. And right before they was going to lose or before they was going to win, right? That dialogue, they reflected that older scene, some of that mushy stuff. And before you know it, the teamwork happened. And it's like, voila. The character development is phenomenal. You even start rooting for multiple teams, not just one team. It's fantastic. So that being said, yes, I recommend Haikyuu. And yes, I have a habit of looking at myself because I have an ego. If you're wondering why don't I look at the camera, that's the reason. So that's my list, guys. Actually, I think I made the right call. I talked about, I spoke better or more passionately off script, but I needed to have a script for that other channel. So if you guys are new and you're trying to understand what's happening, I just have a top 10 channel where everything is concise information, about 10-minute videos. So that's that. So the beginning of this video will go there, but you guys got the early explanation. That's how we're going to do things. So that's my top 5 starter pack. And I thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Check out the channels in the description of this video. I'm active on Twitter. I'm active on Instagram. Until later, I'm out. And you know I couldn't stop with one channel. Be sure to check out the YaBoyRocklee subsidiary channels in the description of this video. Much love, guys.